first started having significant trouble when I was 48, and it was 2007, so that's been almost 10 years now since I did notice difficulties with work in martial arts. Well, Cindy, my wife, was the first one to really notice that something was askew, but in hindsight, the things that really stood out was in my martial arts class. I was having trouble getting sequences of moves and techniques together, and I couldn't quite understand why I was having trouble with that. So martial arts was one of the first cues, and the second was at work. There's a lot of computer work at the office, and I started having difficulty managing software, and I hadn't had that difficulty before. At first you think nothing of it, but then when you look back you can see that's when things started having trouble.
John's GP sent him for lab work, and the results were all fine. And later he sent him to a neuropsychologist for extensive testing. And when the report came back, the GP looked at the report and said, "Quit your job at the bank, buy a pickup truck with a blade on the front, and shovel snow for a living."
As I had fewer and fewer activities, I went on disability at work, so I lost touch with all the people that I worked with. As I gave up activities, I couldn't continue with martial arts, so I lost contact with that group of people. I was a dragon boater, and I couldn't participate in that anymore, so you lose all these little circles of friends and acquaintances that you've developed over the years, and you don't really realize that you've got all these people in your life until they're gone. And so that's probably the most difficult part, is it becomes more of a solitary thing.
I worry about a lot of things for my dad because everything is unknown, and nobody knows what's going to happen or when it's going to happen, or who will be there to support us, or anything. So it isn't as much as concern about the diagnosis of dementia as much as how it's going to look for us.
I found that over the course of years that as my activities dropped off one by one, I stopped going to work, that in hindsight it becomes quite isolating to fall out of the social groups, and to have something like YouQuest that offers social interaction and people who understand what's going on is quite unique, and something that certainly over the last 10 years I haven't seen anything of that nature.
The biggest challenge right now is finding enough things for John to do so that he is engaged and doing things that he likes to do. YouQuest would provide a place where he could go and choose which activities he wants to do during the day, and push himself and find things that he likes to do, and to try harder each day to achieve some goals.
Disc golf, it started as just a fun activity to do, and now it's the only activity I do. That's become my social network. And Cindy says that every time I come home from playing disc golf, I have a smile on my face. So that's good.
I am worried about what will happen if he can't stay at home any longer. And where is he going to go? He doesn't fit into long-term care with 85-year-olds that are in wheelchairs. And he doesn't fit in the hospital. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, and it's frightening.
If I could get through each day just having a good day, that was the important thing to me. And if I could keep things good, that would help my wife and my kids, and that we'd have a positive atmosphere at home. So I don't look forward to specific things, I just look forward to having a good day every day.